We got 4 hours of sleep last night, which is the bare minimum we need to go explore Istria today. We are dead tired, but there's nothing we can do about it. We have to get out and see what Istria has to offer. We're here enjoying sunrise in Rovinj, and pretty soon we're gonna head out to Pula. We're Karin and Jeremy, an average couple with average jobs and limited vacation time. When we take trips, we have 1 or 2 weeks, 3 if we're lucky, and we want to see and do as much as possible when we travel. Join us as we maximize our vacation time on Mapping It. Pula is a major port city on Istria's southern tip, and it's just a quick 40-minute drive from Rovinj. We got on the road early to try to beat the traffic and the heat.
Behind us is the amphitheater in Pula.
Yeah, and it was built in the 1st century AD by the Romans. And my favorite thing about the amphitheater is something I learned about the origin of the name. Amphi means double, and theater, double theater. So picture 2 theaters back to back with the back wall removed. And there you go, double theater.
And this site was used for, obviously, gladiator fights, similar to in Rome.
Yeah, and when they were doing gladiator battles, the interior was filled with sand to absorb the blood.
And the stadium seated about 25,000 people.
And today, it's still in use for modern concerts, and it seats about 5,000 people. The amphitheater in Pula was strategically built near the sea so that it was easier to transport the massive limestone blocks used to build it. It was completed around 80 AD, about the same time as the Colosseum in Rome. After the fall of Rome, a lot of the interior materials, like seats and stairs, were raided from the amphitheater and were used in the foundations of many buildings around the city. What do you think?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah?
Yeah. I had no idea that this existed prior to now, so, or prior to planning this trip.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
But also pretty small.
Yeah, I don't think it's
compared to Rome.
Not quite as big as the Colosseum in Rome.
Yeah.
Welcome to Pula!
Well, the amphitheater's cool, but it's not open yet, and we've been up for a while, so we're gonna go get breakfast. Wow, what is it?
A cheese borek, or at least similar.
Something like it.
Let's try it.
Looks good.
I don't know if I got to the cheese quite yet.
Maybe it's potato.
Could be potato. I may be mistaken.
Yeah. How is it?
Pretty good.
Smells so good. It smells like, I don't even know, baked phyllo. It's good. It's like not fresh out of the oven.
Yeah.
So I definitely think it's cheese, and the cheese has like solidified. It's not like melty or whatever. It's still warm though. It's definitely that farmer's cheese that they have in the area, like the cottage cheese.
Oh yeah.
And which is like, it's like feta basically.
Yeah.
It's like a nice, mildly salty cheese.
I say you already took a bite there.
Yeah.
What have you got?
This one is the potato version, and oh my gosh, it's incredible. Unlike the other one, this one's a little warmer, softer, heavier because it's potato. But I don't know, there's got to be like leek or onion just like mildly flavoring the potato. It's so savory and delicious. Oh, this is my favorite for sure.
Let's try this. Oh man.
How is it?
Yeah, this is a lot fresher.
Yeah.
And yeah, that like onion or leaf flavor really kicks it up a notch.
Well, we finished breakfast, so let's go explore more of Pula.
What do you think?
This anchor's pretty big. It's celebrating the #1 employer in the town, the shipyards. What have you found?
Some random ruins.
Some random ruins. Right next to an apartment building. And a church. What do you think?
Pretty cool.
Our adventure at the ruins was cut short because gosh, it's hot out.
And we need shade.
We really need shade. The ruins lack that.
We're just taking a little break outside the cathedral in Pula because it's pretty hot out. We just learned a cool fact that the bell tower of the church, the foundation was created from stones found from the amphitheater.
We just stumbled on a pretty awesome square. It's filled with a lot of stuff. This is the Temple of Augustus, built in the 1st century AD, same time as the amphitheater. And this temple took a direct hit during World War II, and then the Allied occupiers ended up rebuilding it. Notice how it's all like crumbly and stuff. The Temple of Augustus has one of Pula's rarest natural resources, shade. Our time in Pula is consisting of finding one shady spot after another because it is so hot. So I think I made one of the best decisions of the day by getting a slushie. That's good stuff. Where are you taking me?
The Roman mosaic.
Oh my god.
This mosaic floor was discovered by locals who were cleaning up debris from bombs during World War II, and it was carefully excavated and restored right where it was found.
This statue is James Joyce. He moved from Dublin to Pula in 1904, and at night, this is where he wrote Dubliners. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did we find?
The Arch of Sergius.
Yeah? Do you like it? Do you know anything about it?
Not a whole lot.
No.
Like many features of the city, this arch was built in the 1st century AD by the Romans and marks the edge of the original Roman town.
Did we find something else out today?
It's hot.
It's currently 35. We don't really know what that means, but we know it's hot.
After a little more wandering through town, we took a break from the heat in the nicely air-conditioned House of Istrian Olive Oil, which has an incredibly informative museum about the history of olive oil and a great audio guide. After touring the museum, we had an olive oil tasting.
We're at the Istrian Olive Oil Museum. We just learned a bunch of cool facts about olive oil and its production. Now let's go do a tasting.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
What do you think?
It's good. Very fresh.
Spicy?
A little bit.
Bitter?
Definitely some bitterness.
Yeah? But it's good?
During our guided tasting, we learned how to tell the difference between high quality and lower quality olive oil, and then we sampled 5 premium oils.
So this is cream cheese with honey and olive oil and dried fig. Let's give it a try. I mean, like, Cream cheese sounds good. And cream cheese with honey sounds good. Cream cheese with olive oil sounds good. Cream cheese with fig sounds good. Olive oil and honey, not sure yet, but we'll see. That's really good. It's like, it's creamy, so there's obviously like a lot of cheese, so you get that like cream cheesy texture. You have like the sweetness of the honey balanced with the like spiciness of the olive oil. It's really nice. Let me try and get that like fig in there. Oh, this is gonna be, it's gonna be a big amount of fig. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is good. It looks like ice cream, not ice cream. So don't get your hopes up, but this is really good. All right, we're done with our tasting, so let's go buy all of the things.
In addition to a museum and tastings, they have an incredible shop with tons of locally produced olive oils.
Well, we bought all of the oils, and now we're heading out of Pula.
We got back on the road to head north into the heart of Istria.
Well, we were headed to Motovun, but we had to pull over to see what this panoramic viewpoint was all about, and it's pretty incredible. I mean, look at that water. Stunning. Motovun is a gorgeous hill town in the heart of Istria, and we're about to check it out. It looks incredible.
If this Croatian hill town looks like something that belongs in the Tuscan countryside, remember that Istria used to be part of Italy through World War II. After World War II, the Istrian Peninsula became part of Yugoslavia, and after Yugoslavia split up in the 90s, it became part of Croatia. Motovun and the surrounding area are known for having incredible truffles and wine, and for being the birthplace of famous race car driver Mario Andretti.
We lucked out with parking at Motovun. We saw the lower parking lot, and it was absolutely packed, and people were waiting for a shuttle bus up to the top of the hill, and you had to pay for that. It's not free. And we were like, well, maybe we should just give it a shot and see if it's possible to park at the top. So we drove up and we had quite a bit of luck.
Yep.
There were a ton of spots. We don't know how much it's going to cost, and I'm sure we pay a premium for coming up here.
Yep.
But it saves us a heck of a walk, and it's ridiculously hot out, so this is just like wonderful. Where? Look at what we got here.
Whole town to ourselves, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. But it's also super hot, so ugh. This is pretty. Look at that. I love the architecture. The old buildings remind me of like Florence or parts of Italy. And I guess that makes sense considering that this used to be Italy. So there you go.
Motovun is a great place to try truffles because it's in a truffle region. They also found the world's largest truffle by one of the shop owners here.
Wow. And the views are great too.
We enjoyed wandering the streets of Motovun, but we couldn't stay too long because we had a reservation for a wine tasting at Kabola Winery, so we hopped back in our car and headed 30 minutes down the road.
We're at the Kabola Winery doing a wine tasting, and they've been in business for 130 years and only do organic wines.
And they have incredible charcuterie.
This is a pesto bruschetta with cheese. It's incredible. I never thought to put pesto in cheese like this, and then it's paired with this white wine. Wonderful.
What if I don't want to smell?
What do you think you're doing?
Something that Conan wouldn't approve of.
Yeah.
So I think we're expert.
What was that?
Have
Hold it, hold it, hold
tasty.
it. Don't hold it. That's annoying. That's annoying. Lift
Not
it.
annoying me.
Still the best thing ever. We booked our tasting in advance online and it was well worth the effort. The winery has been in business for over 130 years and they really know how to make good wine.
This Malvasia, compared to the other one, is still, just smells so good. It's still fruity. You can smell some of that oak. I believe it was aged
Yeah, I think this one is
Slightly
aged
in-
in slightly in oak. Yeah.
slightly in big oak barrels, so you just get a hint of oak. Man, do I sound pompous or what? But gosh, if it's good wine, it's good wine.
If you book ahead, you can enjoy a guided wine tasting and a delicious meal. But you can also show up without a reservation and enjoy a fine glass of wine with a nice view too.
This is also a Malvasia wine, but it's first, the grapes are macerated in amphora with the skins on for about 6 months. And amphora are big clay pots that they store underground, like they're buried underground. After the maceration, the wine is moved to oak barrels for aging, where it ages for
18 months, I think.
18 months. And you get this beautiful golden color. And you've got the oaky scent from the aging. The color comes from the maceration process in the clay pots. This is a really good wine.
So this is the amphora Tehran. So it's macerated in the amphora for 6 months and then aged in oak barrels. So it's local to the region for the grape, and it's kind of on the lighter side for a red wine. So it's kind of got a unique taste. So very smooth, very easy to drink.
Okay, for our last wine, we have a semi-sweet Muscat, and it's paired with this delicious-looking apple pie. Can you believe that? Apple pie. So let's try this. Smells good. Smells sweet. Ah, perfect temperature, nice and chilled on this ridiculously hot day. Sweet, but not too sweet. Let's dig into this apple pie. Okay, the container is hot, be careful.
A little hot.
I'm playing like tongue hockey right now. That is a good apple pie. Okay, that works wonderfully together. I love it.
Lunch at Kabola Winery was wonderful, and we highly recommend making a reservation for a wine tasting to enjoy the full experience. We learned so much about Croatian wine and really enjoyed taking it slow and relaxing with some incredible views. Later in the afternoon, we made our way to another local winery, Kozlovic. We made a reservation ahead of time for a guided tour of their facilities where we learned about their fermentation and aging process. We ended with a wine tasting and an incredible view.
We're at Kozlovic Winery. Check out this view.
Kozlovic Winery has been in business since 1904. They renovated their cellar in 2012 with state-of-the-art equipment with sustainability in mind, all within a beautiful modern building situated on a hill with incredible views overlooking the vineyard.
We devoured that plate.
Maybe not sooner. Maybe they have similar.
We loved learning about and trying Croatian wines and highly recommend both vineyards. If you enjoy trying new wines, it's worth it to book a tasting in advance. In the evening, we made our way back to Rovinj and enjoyed exploring the town after dark. We had a really fun day today. We're about to go find gelato and then go to bed. See you next time.
Oh man, that's like... It's too early for this, you know?
Yeah. What are we doing today?
Oh my gosh. First of all, we're getting not enough sleep. And...
How much sleep did we get?
4 hours. Probably less than 4 hours.
Less considering the people upstairs.
Yeah, the people upstairs were the worst. We're gonna go see the amphitheater in Pula and stuff. How's it going?
It's hot.
Yeah, it is.
We're at the cathedral in Pula.
Right.
Pula.
Pula. And the Temple of Augustus has one of Pulast. We found our 6th shade of the day. Most important thing. Well, Motovun.
And I don't remember the other part.
So, this is also a Malvasia wine, but it's aged in